Think gadget reviews, news, and all about it.
Nokia 6 hands-on review. But Nokia has other phones too. 3 new Android phones, to be precise, the Nokia 6, 5 and 3. They're all at the budget end of the spectrum, and they're all coming out in Q2 2017. The Nokia 6, the most expensive of the bunch, actually made its debut in China at the tail end of 2016, and has been doing very well, thank you, ever since. While we've had to wait for it, it turns out our pain will be selfie fans' gain, as the global version will arrive with a new 8MP front-facing camera. Overall though, the Nokia 6 is still very much a mid-range Android phone, so don't expect Samsung Galaxy or Apple iPhone specs. Thankfully, you shouldn't expect Galaxy or iPhone prices either. At €299, this is more in OnePlus 3 territory. Which is slightly daunting for Nokia, given we just gave the OnePlus 3 our Phone of the Year award. What do you get for your money? Well, a 5.5-inch 1080p display, 3GB of RAM, 32GB of storage and a Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 processor. I went hands-on with the Nokia 6 at MWC 2017 to see if OnePlus has anything to worry about. 6 appeal. Nokia has a reputation for making somewhat rugged phones, and that tradition continues on the 6. While I'm still not sure I'd want to drop it on the pavement, it certainly feels more solid than most Android phones. That's because it's constructed from a solid block of aluminium, with the edges rounded off using a diamond cutting technique. As a result, those edges are sharp, which it makes it somewhat less pleasing to hold than a curved-edge phone. Whether you like the look of it will be more a case of personal taste, but I didn't particularly. The screen on the Nokia 6 is big at 5.5 inches, and the rather large bezels top and bottom make it feel larger still. The phone comes with 32GB of storage, which is about right for a handset in this price range, but thankfully that can be expanded with microSD cards. There's also a headphone port, Brace B, and a microSD slot for charging. Upgrade your selfie. Here's where the Nokia 6 gets interesting, at least for die-hard fans who've been following the 6 since it was released in China. Nokia has decided to bump up the specs of the front-facing camera to 8 megapixels, which is quite a high spec for a phone at this price. It's also now a wide-angle lens affair, so you'd better have plenty of friends to fit into those selfie shots. The rear camera is still the same 16-megapixel model that featured on the Chinese original, though. There's also the same dual-tone flash present on the back, which should make skin tones appear more natural in low light. My impressions of the camera from MWC 2017 weren't fantastic. The app was a little slow to open, and the phone took a while to focus on objects when using both the rear and front-facing camera. Okay, so this is a mid-range phone, but our expectations of what is possible at this price have been raised by the likes of OnePlus, so it's important for Nokia to get it right. Bosom buddies. Android lovers rejoice. Nokia has made a big deal out of its new Google-powered smartphones being as close to the stock OS experience as possible. There's no bloatware, no skins, and no other customizations that I could find, which is good news for those who like the cleanest Google experience possible. It also means that the software updates should be fairly regular, and therefore security should be tight, both of which Nokia has promised are big considerations for them when supporting the 6 in future. Nokia 6 initial verdict. The standard model of the Nokia 6 comes in matte blue, black, copper or silver and will cost €229. However, there's also a glossy black version that will retail for €299, and for the extra outlay you'll also get 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. All of these variations will be available worldwide at some point in Q2 2017. So, is it likely to challenge the almighty OnePlus 3 or any other too good for the price phones from the likes of Lenovo, Moto, Honor or even Vodafone? Nah. Well, probably not, anyway. My first impressions of it are that it's a fairly standard mid-range Android without any real distinguishing features. And these days, that's unlikely to cut any mustard. Still, maybe I'll like it more when I spend a bit longer with it for a full review. Keep an eye on stuff for more as we get it. Nokia has returned. The once iconic smartphone brand is back in business thanks to Finnish startup HMD signing a 10-year license deal to stick the Nokia name on smartphones and tablets, and the Nokia 6 is the top dog in its initial lineup of 4 devices. Nokia's trio of smartphones, the fourth is the feature phone 3310 Reboot, were launched at MWC 2017 and focus on a premium build, a simple UI and affordable price tags, and early indications were positive as we got to grips with the new Nokia 6. The phone boasts a 5.5-inch Full HD display, Snapdragon 430 chipset, 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal storage, 16MP rear camera, 8MP front camera, fingerprint scanner and a 3,000 mAh battery.